One of the questions I get asked very frequently is, how can I paint fabric? Fabric's a bit of a tricky surface to paint. It's a bit of an experiment because it really depends what type of fabric it is, how many fibers are going to come loose, and really you don't know how the texture is going to be after. In my experience, after painting fabric, it's typically a little bit on the harder side. So if you're painting fabric and you want to, say, have a throw pillow, that may not be the best surface to paint. So once again, experiment and have fun. Today's project is painting a lampshade. I purchased this lamp base on sale. It has this absolutely gorgeous ombre effect. So I've got a really nice dark brown here, and it goes up to a really nice soft subtle clear at the top. So that's what we call an ombre effect, when it goes from darker to lighter, usually in one tone. Now what we're going to do is create an ombre effect on the lampshade. I love how you can transform anything with paint. So I did go ahead and created this side here, and this is what we're going to achieve. I'm going to show you how I created this ombre effect. It's very, very easy, but what you are going to need are a couple of different paints, because what you want to do is blend together a couple of different ones and get multi-shades and variations of the same tone. So because I've got a brown base, I'm going to start with my chocolate. That's going to be the closest color in the Fusion Mineral Paint line to match with the base here. I then have another slightly lighter taupe color, and it's called Algonquin, and this is a great color for blending. And then you're going to want to have a color that is your neutral. This color is Champlain. It's a beautiful sort of off-white country kitchen look to it. So this is my go-to color when I'm painting. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to coat everything first in the lighter color. I find that that works better for me. So I'm going to do a little application here. When you're picking the type of brush to use for your project, think of the size of your project. I'm going with a slightly smaller brush here today because I want to be able to have a little more control. And I also love how the bristles on this are kind of fanned out. Gives me a little bit more in terms of playing with blending. So we'll get this coat down. Once again, this is the Champlain color. Put it all the way on, all the way to the bottom. And with this, I'm not going to wait for it to dry. I'm just going to continue playing because it's all about blending colors. So what I'm going to do here is put some of my Champlain down on the paper. Give me a little something to mix with and work with. And I'm just going to slightly pour a little bit of chocolate over here to the side so I don't contaminate my container. I can leave it off to the side here. I'm going to dip in and start blending. You can see here that you can create variations of the color. And here you are going to use your own creative imagination and artistic expression and just start to go with it. So you want to go darkest to lightest. Now it may take you a couple of tries to get it exactly how you like it. So say I want to go over a little bit darker here. Can bring it up a little bit. There's no right or wrong. It's all about what looks good to your eye. A lot of blending. And remember, it's just paint, so if you don't like it, you can go over it again. That's the beauty of paint. So I put on my chocolate color there. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of Algonquin. So I want to have a bit of a different color variation in there as well. Once again, just blending with one of the lighter colors. It's so easy to mix custom colors here. And I don't want to vary too far away from my chocolate tone. The Algonquin has a little bit more of that sort of brown, but a lighter brown color, like an orangish brown, whereas my chocolate has that dark, rich, deep brown, and that's what I like. So once again, I can kind of add as I go and keep experimenting and playing until you're happy with it. There is no right or wrong here. I'm not going to put anything over top of my paint. It is fabulous just as it is. I'm going to continue on playing. I'm going to post up some after photos for you. But once again, really easy to custom blend some colors, create your own ombre effect, blend in those colors, and have fun.